Hello everyone, it's Pete and Grada here from the Purple House at 4th, Northwest Tassie, and I just want to ask whether you've ever felt your brain's not working properly, your gut feels grumbly and you haven't got the energy that you'd like, or you don't feel bright and chirpy. There's quite a lot of people come to us with that sort of thing and they don't know what's wrong. They've been to the doctor often and I've been told everything's normal. I had a 46-year-old guy come to me recently and suffering with depression, and he had a good life, had a good job, family life, nice wife and kids, and he said he shouldn't be feeling like he does. And I did ran a few tests on him and looked at his live and dried blood, and it showed up that his digestion was totally up the creek, not working, and he was having problems with things leaking through the gut wall into his bloodstream. But the thing is, when you have leaky gut, you also have leaky brain. Or if you have a brain injury, you also get leaky gut, a gut injury. They're very closely connected.
Well, they're completely linked together, aren't they?
We've got more neurotransmitters in the gut than the brain, and 80% of the communication between the gut and the brain goes from the gut to the brain, 20% downwards. So I would dare to say it's probably our first brain rather than our second one. Mm-hmm. But often people say it's our second one. But we have a saying that, just follow your gut. It's often tells better truth than the brain. But there are things that we can do to really improve our gut health that improves our brain health, or the way we feel and how the brain works.
To optimize your brain.
Yeah. And depression, often this 46-year-old guy was on antidepressants. Doctor had prescribed him and he didn't want to be on them, but they did make him feel a little bit better. But he wanted to get off them. And antidepressants are what are known as serum serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. And they keep your own serotonin floating around in your system a longer time, so they're not broken down as quickly. So a good thing to do is produce more serotonin rather than keep the old stuff floating around. If you have a good gut full of good gut bacteria, then you'll have a lot more serotonin floating around, which is your own happy hormones. 90% of those are produced in the gut. And the gut lining, to repair that, you need a lot of butyrate. And there's lots of butyrate. The cell lining uses butyrate for its energy source, to keep the cell lining, the linings of the lining of the gut cells nice and happy and working well. And butter and cream contain lots of butyrate. And I recommend people start getting most of their energies from good fats, and butter and cream are good fats. And we make 10 times the amount of energy from a molecule of fat than we do from a molecule of sugar as well. And the brain takes 25% of our energy. So to give it a good energy source that keeps nice and even all day long is essential for good mental health as well. Now, I'm going to be giving a talk next Saturday between 12 and 1, lunch and learn, and I'll be explaining lots of stuff about how to improve the communication link between gut and brain, and better mental health, better to improve things like depression, anxiety, memory losses, how to keep your brain functioning well, rather than you're thinking that you're getting old and you're losing your memory. It shouldn't matter how old we are. If we're giving our body the things it needs, we should be able to keep healthy till the day we die. And so I'll be talking to a group. I can fit about 15 to 17 people in the room where I do it. So if you want to come along and learn a lot that I've learned over the last 20 odd years, seeing well over 20,000 clients, then come along and enjoy a nice, nutritious lunch, and while you listen to me, you'll learn a lot. There'll be some things that will surprise you, and you may not want to believe them, but there's things we've been lied to throughout our lives, and a lot about the food industry that you need to know so you can really improve your health. You'll learn how to thrive instead of just survive. And it's giving your brain that nice, even energy source is one way to really enjoy life. Now,
did you say that you're going to lunch and learn yet?
Yeah, I told them I'm doing lunch and learn next Saturday between 12 and 2, and that if you want to come along and learn heaps, book in, ring us up, or shoot us an email.
The link will be in the article below. Usually places fill up really quickly.
Yeah, or give us a ring, and we normally get you to pay for it, so it secures your spot, and then you know that your spot's available when you come.
And you can also ask lots of questions. So Pete.
Yeah, there'll be question and answer. I've had a couple in the past, and there's lots of questions come up, and I answer those as we go along. I encourage people to ask questions because it is personal, and it's your own problems that we're addressing as we go along.
Did you talk about enzymes or not yet?
Not yet. There are things that I'll let you know in the talk. I could tell you all now. But
we're on our lunch break now. That's why I'm eating and drinking, which is a little bit rude in between clients. But Peter, I'll just say this: he is a wealth of knowledge. He has looked at people's cells for 25 years, right, under the microscope, seen it all. He has worked out what underlying patterns are causing which problems in your body, and he helps people to feel better really, really quickly, and like not just feel better, but to be healed from the inside out. So basically he takes you by the hand and guides you through all the conflicting and confusing information out there and gets you back on the straight and narrow so that your body can recover and heal itself. And there are so many pointers. I mean, we could talk for 24 hours, but when you come for lunch and learn, you also get a healthy lunch, which is included in the price. Peter doesn't eat, he sits there and shares stories with you, and he explains the unexplainable, because there are lots of things we can't talk about.
Plus,
in the public,
there are a lot of simple things.
Simple to do, but you need to know them, right?
Yeah, and we've been told lots of things are bad for us that are actually good for us.
So
and I explain all that as during the lunch. You have a nice meal and learn a lot.
Because the thing is, not everyone has the time or even the money to come for a session with Peter, like to do a full health audit, even though I recommend everyone does a full health audit with Pete at least once a year. In the same way that you take your car to the garage. You know, your car goes ding, 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 time for a service is overdue, or you've run out of water or oil or something. Our body does the same, but we've been trained and groomed over the years to just shut down all the signs and symptoms.
We turn off the light, the warning lights.
At the dashboard.
We dim them down, and we've only got one body. We can trade our car in, but we would never.
No, so
we can never trade our body in, but we can give it the things it needs to recover. And
but Pete needs to tell you what you need exactly, because lots of people spend a lot of money on things that are not necessary, and they are, I guess, a waste of money. You're not getting the results that you want. So it's very common to have brain fog, forgetfulness. And the client who came to Pete, he was only like 46. He lost a lot of his confidence. And when you're 46, you should be full of confidence. Really, you should be in the prime of your life. But so that can be recovered quite quickly, right? Even Pete and I, we feel better now than we did when we were in our 40s or in our 30s, or I dare say even our 20s. And we're in our 60s now because we've worked out what we need to take and how we need to eat and how to live our lives. And it's very simple, it's not complicated. No. So we will show you that as well.
I tell people, if it's complicated, forget it. It needs to be simple. Life needs to be simple.
And because everything in nature is simple, it's not convoluted. If it gets too convoluted, you get too far away off track. Alright, so you're invited to Pete's lunch on the next Saturday, the 6th of September, which is, yay, it's spring in Tasmania. From 12 till 2 o'clock, and bring your questions, doesn't matter, there's no such thing as a dumb question, and Peter will answer you, and he's looking forward to having you there. Is there anything else, Pete? That's about it. Probably?
That's about it, I think. Okay. I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you. And have a really wonderful week. Bye for now.